Hi guys, welcome back to WePlaysSG, where we unbox, review and show you how these games are played. So today we have Dice Throne Adventures. So this is again a long-awaited game. I've already done the season 1 unboxing. I'm pointing over there because it's over there. And if you guys haven't checked it out, you can check it out at my channel, and I'll link it down in the description below as well. So season 1, as you probably already know if you are searching for this game, it's a versus game. Rather this Dice Throne Adventures is a co-op version of Dice Throne, which is really cool in the sense that they actually made previous players actually compatible with this, and it actually totally changes the whole gameplay and the whole feel of the game. So that's really cool. Again, it's by Roxley Games, and I can show you. This is a rather big box. So again, it spots this book design over here, all around. Okay, can you show you over here? So actually I thought that this was going to be a spoiler, but actually they already have it here, just that you don't know what kind of cards that they have. So this is actually the Fallen Gunslinger, this one over here, and this is the Fallen Monk, and right at the front is the Fallen Barbarian. Yeah, so let's take a look at the back. So if you can see over here, so actually what you'll be facing is you'll be going through all the dungeons, and this is what they call the dungeon crawl, and then you'll be fighting minions of the Mad King. So you can play 1 to 4 players and plays about 60 minutes. So there's multiple scenarios, total of 8, 4 portal crawls and 4 boss battles. So they actually showcased 3 already on the box. There's one final one, which is the Mad King himself. And again, this unboxing will have spoilers, so please beware. I'll try my best to not spoil anything, or rather I will warn you beforehand before I actually expose them. Then I'll try to link the timestamps down below so that you can skip past the spoiler parts. So I try to show as much as possible without spoilers, so that you don't have to skip so much content. Yep, so you can see you have sows, you have your loots and your dice shards that you have to collect. There's a lot of components which I do have to count them. Again, this is a champion edition. Again, I'm not really sure whether why do they specially state that it's a champion edition. I wonder what the normal one looks like. So again, this box contains an expansion. 1 or more Dice Throne heroes are required to play. Okay, so one cool thing about this is that you don't need all the heroes to play. They do sell in bundles of 2, which is, I believe they call it episode. So it's like season 1 they have these 2 characters in one box, then followed by another 2 in another box. So you can actually just get those and get this, and you can play Dice Throne Adventures already. So that's very good in the sense that you don't need to spend a lot to get into Dice Throne Adventures. As and when you like, you can just add on characters, add on the heroes, and then play as you move along. So that's just if you want like a more selection of heroes. Alright, so again, yeah, I guess I'll open it now. Right. That's smooth. Again, the production quality on Roxley Games is always really good. So I already saw like a lot of videos on like unboxings, but I just want to like experience it for myself. So I'll try my best to show you, or rather replicate this experience with you through this video. Alright. So again, first impression of the box. Even the box has some texture to it. So not sure if you can hear it. So you can see from the reflection that it has this very nice texture. Again, not going to do very well with dust, as you know, Singapore is a relatively dusty area. And one thing I realized is that, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's little holes on this like plastic film that actually allows it to be really easily lifted, so that because it allows air to go through. Let me see. Let me have a grip. Alright. Okay, so let's lift out the box. So are you ready? So Dice Run Avengers open for the first time. So put this here. Again, it has a really big instruction booklet. It's slightly bigger than A4 size and very colorful. Oh, and I realized that these 3 characters, why specifically these 3, and why 2 from season 2 and 1 from season 1. I'm not sure if they really put this much thought into it, but I read yesterday that Shadow Thief was one of the most nerfed heroes from season 1, from one of the Facebook, the Dice Run community. So I'm guessing because he's the most powerful, that's why he was nerfed the most, and that's probably why he made it into the poster as the one of the more powerful heroes in season 1. So that's just my guess. So again, we have video tutorials. I won't be doing a tutorial, but I will try my best to do a gameplay, and I will just explain the rules as I go along, because I think watching a how to play video might be a bit boring. So these are all the components they have, and lots of status effects, some good, some bad, and they do give you a very convenient tray over here. And all the trays are just very nicely organized. And this would be how the gameplay looks like, or rather a game table. And they do explain everything really well. And the portal crawl, the minions, the king's hand token. So there's a boss battle, which is really interesting. I think they did slightly change how the portal crawl is carried out, and there's some legacy contents. So when you beat the game for the first time, you unlock legacy content. This is as much as we were willing to say on the subject. As you roll this card on your own, it will guide you in how to use it when it is revealed. Interesting. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, they do change the portal crawl a little bit. Yeah, and there's like this status effects and tokens, which is very conveniently printed on the back, so that you don't have to open up and then like occupy more space than you already are. So this is very convenient. And again, the portal crawl, they actually change it slightly. So now that they actually you don't have to like go around the dungeon to find the boss. Rather, you have to reach the final stage or final tile, and then you'll complete that scenario. Then the next one would be the boss battle himself. So yeah, they actually changed it, but not too sure why. So again, this is the season 1 Rulebook, which I unboxed already, and Dice Run season 2, which I have not unboxed. Yeah, and the dice tray, the card sleeves, and the neoprene playmat. These actually do look really nice. Like, it really does give you the feel of the game, and some hero teas. Yeah. So these are the minis, which I didn't get. So these are unpainted ones, and they do come with the ones painted. Oh, I actually can use 10 off miniatures. Oh, this is only for miniatures. Okay. It would be nice if they had 10% off here too. I might reconsider buying it. So we have the campaign scoring sheet. So this is for you to note down your scores here, so they can share it to the community. And they do have an online version, so you are not limited to just one piece. And these are the whole range of tokens. Let's open it up. Oh, and I saw some really nice dice. Okay, so I did play the one on TTS before, and I bought TTS just because they have Dice Show Adventures on it. So and then I realized I think I've gotten these status effects before. This one and Parasite, which is very annoying. So these are your +1 damage, +3, and they do it conveniently. They do conveniently put the other amounts at the back so that they don't need to include so much tokens. So these are King Hands token. Again, right off the bat, I could see that it's really misprinted, misaligned, which is very unfortunate. I'm not sure if I could get a replacement for this. Yeah, I mean, if they send me another one of these, then I probably don't have space to store it anyway. Not sure if I will just leave with this, because it's really bad. But this one is okay. This one is very well centered. I'll punch one out. And they do punch out really easily. So you can see this is centered really well. This one is really offset. It looks like as though the person is leaving the scene. Yeah. So we have the other stuff, like as you can see, this is 3 CP and 5 CP at the back. So these are your evasive, your blind, your concussion, your barb vines or barbed wires. So these are your first strike tokens for the minions, I suppose. So this is silence, if I'm not wrong. That means you can't do straights. This from the last boss, I believe. So all this, your CP, your loots. So these 3 and 4 at the back. These are your hexes. Your strike bags, your bleed, I suppose. Poison and chaos, I believe. Alright. So these are our standees. Right, I'll punch one out. I guess I'll punch the one that I used yesterday, which is the monk. Yeah, I actually played one round with my friends yesterday. It was nice, so it did not disappoint. So this, again, the monk. You can see the thickness of it is okay. And the material that's used. Yeah. So that's the monk. And there's other characters. So you have Season 1 and Season 2 here, of course. And our CP and the South. And all the King's Hand token. So that's the tokens here. So this is a tray that is for storing all the tokens, which is really nice. I'm just checking out for any defects. And you can see here already that they are quite scratched up over here, which is really unfortunate. But they themselves they're actually pretty hard. So that's how it does look like inside. So little parts to make it stand over here. Again, one thing that I do worry about this trays, although it's convenient, but I'm afraid of its durability. Yep, so that's the tray. It is really nice that they do include it. And this is our dice. So again, no spoilers for now. I guess we are going to come to it soon. So with this very nice Dyson logo. Yeah, and this really nice frame at around the sides. This is better. There's not much scratches on it, and the material is quite. You can hear it. It's quite sturdy. And let's go through our health dials. So you have health on one side and combat point on the other side. They turn okay. So yeah, I'm not sure why they put it like this. So it's like I do have to use 2 of them, and I only have 4, so I can only be battling 2 minions at once. Yeah, so not sure why they go with this decision. So again, the health all looks different. So you can see that one is the Barbarian, I mean the Gunslinger, and this is the Barbarian one. So let's set them to 0. And this is the Monk one. Okay, and there's a combat point side. So I suppose like maybe these minions are the ones like, you know, more related to the monk. Yeah. So this is the health, and the last one is the Mad King himself. Oops. Yeah. So that's the Mad King. And the health dial, I mean the combat point. So yep. And this is our loot, I mean our gold dial. So very nice. Let's put it at 99. Right, so nothing much on the back. So these again, they are the same quality that you'll find for your normal Dyson heroes. Yeah, they do look very dull as compared to how they are, how they look in some videos that I saw. Whoops, it just flew away. Guess it's alive. Right, so that's the goal. Alright, and we have the standees, and you can see here that it actually says standees and miniatures and others, so I can put all my other standees here. And do have our D20 dice, which is the first time I actually held them. Again, really nice quality dice here, and you do have all the soul effects, which is very nice. Oh, I did have my dice tray. So yeah, 2 trials, 1 5 and 1 9. Yeah. So once again, really focusing on detail is that they do have this slant. Not sure if I can catch the light. So you can see that you just have to push them up to get your dice out. So these are your chaos dice. I should have 10 of them. 1 5 5. Yeah, I have 10. So again, these are very nice quality dice, and they are of course the same size as your hero dice. And if you can see here, they are printed really nicely as well, except for the 4. Not sure if you can see the bottom of the 4 is a bit bulging out. Yeah. So they do have a distribution of 3 claws, 1 chaos, and 2 of this yellow stuff, which I'm not sure what is it. So yeah, very nice. So that's it for this box, this tray I mean. Okay, here comes a little bit of spoilers, I guess. I'll go through this. Oops. Okay, so I'll open this. So we do have, so again these cards, these two cards, they are the same material as your hero leaflet, so it's just normal thin card material, and it's shiny. Yes, so okay, we can tell from it. So this is your Rosella. That's where you buy all your cards here. So you can see this is a common card, rare, epic, and legendary card. So you actually sell the cards for 5 gold, or you can buy them for 10, 15, 20, and 25 gold. And if you do have a loot card that you would like to identify, so you can use them, you can spend 10 golds to actually identify it. So when you get them, it's actually face down. Yeah, and gold is shared among the whole team. So if you have 20 gold, each and every one of you will actually have 20 golds each. So this is a little side story for the Rosella. And this is a loot card. So once you defeat minions that actually have these loot icons, you can roll a d20 and then see what you get. So for loot of level 1 to 3, you have to roll like 18, 19, and 20 to get the good cards. The rest is mostly at damage, 2 CP, draw cards, health, and gold. Unless you get the level 4 one, which then you would probably get a loot card for sure. Just that depends on whether you want to identify it. So you can just sell the unidentified ones for 5 gold. Yeah. So this is the boss one. So the boss one, everything is this. So they will actually indicate what level loot is it. Yeah. So now I guess I'll be going through I'll just leave them aside so that I don't actually accidentally flash them to you. Alright, so I'll be showing first the Barbarian. That depends whether you feel that it's a spoiler or not, so you can skip ahead to other bosses or to the next section using the one below. So I'll give you some time. Alright, so I'll be showing the Barbarian now. So I'll be showing you the leaflet first. So again, they have the same dice and they have concussion and stun, which is very similar to the Barbarian character himself. So this is a fallen Barbarian. You can see these are the AI rules, the FAQs. Sometimes I do feel that the FAQs are not really very useful, in the sense that these are probably kind of obvious, but whereas the more not obvious ones are not written here. So yeah. So this is the player board himself. I'll be revealing to you the back. So really nice here. Yep. So you can see over here, smackdown, low blow, pain response, explosive reach, deal 15 damage and inflict stun. So I guess this is probably the easiest boss out of the 4. So you have a stone skin, heal 2, on chaos, deal 1 damage. So yeah. So that's a Barbarian. So skipping ahead. So next I'll be showing you the Gunslinger. Again, please skip ahead if you do not want to see it. Alright, so this is the Gunslinger. So this is the player board, I mean the leaflet. You can see some moustache here. Evasive, knockdown, and bounty. And again, same distribution. So it's just really like the regular Gunslinger that in terms of the status effect, other than reload. Yeah. So again, this is the AI rules. Okay, and I'll show you the back first. Really nice in how they like kind of recreate each character, but then in the fallen form. So I would really like to see like what are the fallen versions of other characters look like. So this is really nice. And I believe their story is linked together. So like maybe this is somehow linked to the original Gunslinger. So this is a bit more difficult boss to defeat. So that's Hotshot, Magic Bullet, Void Shot, King's Bounty, Barrage. So this one deals 10 damage, but it does give a lot more of the status. Gundam, Coffin Hunter, Death Wager, and Quicken. Alright. So next I will be showing you the Fallen Monk. So again, please get ready. Alright, I'll be showing it now. So this is the Fallen Monk. Again, this is the chaos status that you saw, evasive and knockdown. So really nice. This is the fallen version of the monk. And the artwork here, really nice. It'd be nice if like these are dice instead of orbs. So these are the AI rules and FAQs. So again, the back of the box, very similar background to the monk. This also has this like temple like, yeah, and the fallen monk here. So actually, if you realize that the wordings here, I think because I played the monk yesterday, I think it says I'm the calm before the storm, and this says that he himself is the storm. So yeah, really nice. You can see here Palm Strike, Chaos Infusion, Imbalanced, Tumult, Tsunami, Fist Barrage, Shattered, Zen, Furious Fist, and Alignment. So you do see that there are numbers here. So it actually states that if you roll things that you can do multiple, you happen to be able to activate multiple skills, you just do the ones that has the higher ones, I believe. So yeah, this being the basic one, you activate last. Okay. So that's very good, no ambiguity there. Again, lastly, I'll be showing you the Mad King. So I believe this is the biggest spoilers of all, so do skip ahead if you want now. But I'll be showing you now. So there's the Mad King, and there's a lot of really big status effects. They have Life Siphon, Dominance, Hex, Silence, and Parasite. Again, if you want to see closely what is it, if you don't mind spoiling yourself, so you can just pause it. So that's him. And the Mad King, AI rules. Yeah, actually it doesn't really have any resemblance to any characters, which is interesting. But they do rumor that they are coming out with season 3, so I wonder if, you know, there's a non-fallen version of the Mad King. Although the Mad King is not really fallen, but then I wonder if could there be any, like maybe some clan or of the heroes that actually do resemble him. Because I don't think there's in any seasons that they do have any that resembles the Mad King. So this is the back, just nothing, just void. Interesting. So this is Punish, Ridicule, Puppet Master, Insolence, Ultimate Power, and it is on all opponents, so that's really dangerous. So this is from the comics, so this is the last word that he said in the comics, is to let them come. Trifle, Maniacal, Revel, and Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. So I realize he do gain Life Siphon really easily. Like he gain it here, and he gains it somewhere. I saw it here, and he gains it during his roll, as well as of course the ultimate. So let me see what Life Siphon is about. If your offensive roll results in an attack, steal 1 health. Attack modifier. This token may not be transferred by any means, but can be removed. Interesting. So he can actually steal up to 2 health if he has the stack limit of 2. Okay. So we are down to our last box, which is the heaviest. Oh, they do have like a cardboard here to make it more sturdy. Alright, I guess it's like the most important box because it contains all your content. So again, it's really easy to take out. Like it locks in place, and yet it's not too difficult to remove. And you can see again the Dice Throne Adventures, really nice. Again, very solid. This is not that solid as compared to this, but then they do have the thing to stable it. So these are your tiles. So which should I go through first? Oh, this is your legacy content. So you can see they're actually a little bit shiny. So if you have pack D, pack C, it's a pack A. This is not shiny. I mean, like, it's not foil. So, and your pack B is here. Oh, so this is not shiny as well. So I'll just leave these two here first. So we have, let's take out all these smaller ones. These are your dividers, which is really cool. So you have the Mad King to give him his own deck, Gunslinger, the Monk, the Barbarian, and this I'm not too sure. It says other cards. Maybe from the legacy pack, and these are your loot cards. So this is your legendary, rare, epic, and common, and other cards. So again, these are the same material used with any other cardboard or tokens. So you actually put them here as a divider, which is really cool. I mean, it does like lean, but it doesn't like fall towards the other side. You can see. Yeah, it's tight enough, but it can still move a little bit, but it wouldn't go to like the next slot. So yeah, that's what I was worrying about actually when I saw them do it. So these are the dividers, and these are the decks. Yeah. So again, I won't be going through all the decks here, but if you do want me to go through, well, they're all refreshed to heal. Yeah, so you can see that they do have a roll objective every time you draw a card. So it's actually split into 2, which is the action card, I think, and the upgrade cards. So you will just, when the boss appears, you upgrade it as much as possible, and then they'll be left with the action cards, which will turn over every round to use if it's possible. And if you can use, then you'll just follow the roll objective over here. So again, I won't be going through every one of them. You can, if you do want me to go through, leave a comment down below and give this video a like, and I will go through them in a bit more detail as to things that you may be able to use against them, or things that they may be able to use against you. So these are the boss decks. And this is the loot cards. I guess I'll open the loot cards. Oh wait, there's this first. So these are turn order cards, I suppose. Let me see if there's any spoilers first. Alright, no spoilers. I'm not sure if you do regard this as a spoiler, but it's a veteran card or difficulty level card. So beware, I'm showing it now. Alright, so this is a boss versus boss. You can actually change the playing rules rather than player versus player, hero versus hero. You can use a boss to versus another boss, and you, I believe, shuffle all the decks together, which is really cool. That means they do have a hero versus hero. If you get the normal dice throne, you get the dice throne Avengers, you get the portal crawl, get the boss battles, and now because they have a boss deck and it's pretty much like a hero in terms of setup, so they do allow you to have boss versus boss fight. That means it's like if you went through the campaign and you're battling the boss, now you get to be the boss and use its awesomeness and all the different powers that it has. It's like when you're fighting, you realize that wow, this power is really very difficult to counter or whatever. Then now you actually get to use it. So that's really cool. So you do have King's Hand. Yeah, so you do get King's Hand as well, even in boss versus bosses mode, which is really cool. So this is the normal difficulty, scenario score. This is veteran difficulty. I suppose this is a more difficult one. So hero starting health is lesser. I suppose this is 1, 2, 3, 4 player. They didn't really exactly indicate. And boss battle is a shutdown, 40 health, campaign completion. When you defeat the Mad King, open legacy pack D. So interesting. So do you mean you only can open the legacy pack if you defeat it difficulty, veteran difficulty? I guess so. Interesting. Seems really difficult. So it's a portal crawl turn order, and it's a boss battle turn order. So okay. So I guess this will go into the other cards divider. So this is, I'll just at least open one. Okay. So again, I think dice throne is really getting really popular. And just hope to see more and more content, and I hopefully see more and more seasons for dice thrones, which is really exciting to hear that they are working on season 3. But I'm not sure if it's just a rumor or what. So these are the legendary cards. Again, if you don't want to be spoiled for the loot cards and you want to experience them for yourself, please go ahead and skip this video. I mean, skip this portion, don't skip the whole video, okay? So yeah, again, this is the legendary one, and they do have foil. You can see here. Can't really see it well because it's very bright here. And they do say it's not for solo mode. Yeah, so you have to choose a teammate, and you don't have a teammate if you are playing solo. So this is interesting. They're all foil, and they are like even more powerful versions of the normal card. Not this time. So this prevents 9 damage and 0 CP, which is good. Twice as well for, so this kind of lowers the CP that you need to play this card, which is really handy. So again, you can see that this border is like stands for legendary, and you also know that this is a add-on card to your deck. So you do actually get more powerful as each scenario goes on. I guess I'll use this here now. These are the legendary ones. I'll put this here. So what's good is that this thing also accommodates for the height of the divider, which is thoughtful. Okay, now I'm going to review the common decks. So please skip past if you don't want to be spoiled. Alright, I'll be showing it now. Okay, so these are also the better cards. So Vegas Baby 2, you usually just roll the dice and get half the result as CP, but now you can get to reroll it once. So which is really good if you roll 1 or 2. So it's like a definite, you know, like at least a better chance to get something. So this is really nice. Again, do pause the video if you want to like check out more. The buy two. So they're either more powerful or they cost less CP to use. So this is interesting. So you may reroll a loot die up to 2 times. This card may be played at the conclusion of a boss battle. So usually these cards, when they say reroll, they usually mean the hero dice. So this is the one that is specific to a loot dice, which I saw quite a few people were asking in the community. So this is really cool. Again, I won't be going through, but if you do want me to go through, please let me know down in the comments. I mean, I don't expect everyone would want to like see me reading all these cards. Alright, so this is the common deck. Put it like this first. So again, next I'm going to review the rare deck. Okay, I'm going to review the rare deck now. So this doesn't have any foil. Maybe it's Vegas Baby 3, so you get 1 CP plus half of the CP, half of the value. It's CP, but you don't get to reroll now. But I mean, you do at least get 1 CP. Transference 2, Codex 2. If I can, I would actually do a like, you know, same level comparison of every card if you guys are interested. Oh nice, unstoppable. Your attack becomes undefendable. Buy 2, double up, tip it, triple up. So really nice. And this is here, I suppose. And then next I'm going to review the Next I'm going to review the epic cards, and I'm going to review them now. Alright, so interesting. Battle D. 6 hit, so 0 CP to change the value of a dice to 6. So this means that you actually have to replace the previous 6 hit, so you can't have 2 6 hit in your deck. So this is interesting. It's like a kind of like a deck builder in a sense. Although actually I believe it's really common for campaign games to have to be able to permanently upgrade your character throughout the game. So interesting. Alright, so that's the rare deck. I mean the epic deck. So just put this here. And I guess I'll just like, you know, kind of actually don't really have any place to put this. Not too sure. So this is the boss. Boss that is over here. Actually, I don't really have to open it until I reach that stage as well. So that's the Gunslinger. Oh no, I keep putting the wrong one. There's a monk. That's the Gunslinger. Again, if you can actually order sleeves with their respective backs, which is really nice. Oh, this is here actually. I guess I'll put this here. Put the legacy packs here. Put this one here. Yeah. So as you can see, really organized. I'll bring it up so you can see better. Yeah, everything is very well organized. So I guess I'll open these. You do have a scenario card, And we have a scenario divider here. So, and we do have all the different minion dividers. Interesting. And this is the minion decks. Of course, I'm gonna open this. So if you do want a comparison, if you guys play Tiny Epic series games, you realize that they do have a very huge card as well, which I do have over here. So I'll let you compare the cards. So you can see that this is a Galaxy map from Tiny Epic game, Tiny Epic Galaxy, and their big cards are the same size for their series, but you can see that over here, yeah, they actually have like a bit of, it's still bigger than the big card. So yeah, so you can't actually use the same sleeves for this game. So I actually do have them here, the big one. Alright, so back to dice truants. So again, if you don't want to be spoiled for this, please skip ahead. I'm gonna review the first one first. The level 1 minion. So I'm going to review them. Oh, I guess I should kind of rearrange this. This should be here. The commons one should come here. And the rare one is here. The epic, which is here. Wait, that's the rare. Here, and the legendary should be here. Yeah. So yeah, so that I know this is the respective cards. Just I don't know where I should put this. Doesn't seem like I have a place for this anymore. Right, so okay. So I guess I'll go through the level 1 minions. So we have the Lost Swordsman. So they are just really nice. It's like a very mini version of a hero, which is what I like. So I do came across a few of them in TTS. King Vulture, which actually has the first strike, meaning they do go first in the game. Wandering Ronin. So some of them do actually have resemblance to the hero, to the Dice Throne heroes. These look a bit like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the master rat from that show. Yep, and Lizard Man. Alright, so this goes here. And I'll be revealing the level 2 minions. Okay. Scoundrel, first strike as well. Harpy. So this is Elf X King. So again, they're really nice. So this is actually really difficult to deal with. I realized like this is really bad. Like it deals all undefendable damage. But the thing is, it does have to try to roll for chaos, which is a bit more difficult. The Dark Panther do inflict bleed on its defense, which you have to try to at least do undefendable damage to this minion. And it's only level 2. Alright, so that's a level 2. Put them here. And now I'm gonna review the level 3 minions. Again, they don't have a lot of level 5, level 4, just 5 of them. Okay, Chaos Knight. Interesting. So now they start to have passive abilities, which is usually not very good for the player. I mean, it's weird, like, if some game like we start with 8 health, which is much lesser than them, and imagine they deal this 8 damage, then that's it, we die from just one hit. And furthermore, they are like multiple minions of this. So I'm not too sure how the gameplay will actually go. Or do we actually get loot cards that makes us so much more powerful? And Holy Zealot. Interesting. So that's a level 3. And I cannot imagine the level 4. So I'm gonna review them now. So they do get the King's Hand now. So like they do have a bit more resemblance or link to the heroes now. So they have unique defense also. Whispering Death, Emperor Cobra, and the Goblin Horde. This is actually quite difficult. And they do have a lot more health. It's like fighting a normal hero. And this one has 30. Yeah, this is the only one that has 25. So I will avoid these tiles at all costs. And these are the Portal Cross, the scenario decks. So they do have a few scenario. Right. Okay, so again, if you don't want to be spoiled, please skip past this section. So this is the level 1 Portal Crawl. You can see from the level here. So they do have 4, and they have different like setups which you can play. Yep, and all of which will require you to like complete or gather all the shards. And they do have a slightly different setup, I suppose. Yeah, or maybe they are all the same. Yeah, they look like they are all the same, just different setup over here. And they do have a different configuration for the King's Hands token. Yeah. So that's the first boss battle. You can see the Barbarian statue here. And the hero, then the setups. So level 3, you do have the introduction of the level 4 minion over here. So you have 4 level 3 as well, and a Gunslinger. You can see the statue, interesting. And I believe we have 5 level 5. So a lot lesser level 1 tiles, which is interesting. And the Fallen Monk, which is rather zen. It looks very peaceful. And the last one, so almost just a few level 1 tiles. And you do start with almost the same health. Yeah. So that's the last one, that's the Mad King himself. Yeah. So that's the scenario cards. And the legacy pack, which I'm not going to touch. And I guess I shall open this. So these don't really come with dividers because you can kind of tell what color they are from the side. So not sure you can see from here, but yeah, you can kind of tell this is the green, this is the blue, this is the purple. So of course I'll be showcasing these two, which has nothing. Oops, that's the boss. So in case you don't see the boss, I'm going to review them now. Boss Portal. So spawn a level 4 minion. It begins with one additional King's Hand token. So that's the boss one. So I guess this is the last one of every round, so you have to fight a 4 no matter what. But you get 2 CP per hero and 3 gold immediately. Okay, I'm going to start. So I'm going to review the level 1 tiles now. So these are your level 1 tiles. Emerald Coast. So it's nice that they do give you quite a bit of variety as you play the game. Otherwise it might become a bit boring because you keep seeing the same tiles over and over again. So they do have different effects, which can be helpful or not very helpful. So you do get gold now and then. However, like you discard one positive status effect and you gain blind. So again, please pause the video if you want to see, if you want to read what's going on. So again, they're all the same quality as any other tiles here. Volcanic Spot. So interesting is sometimes they do let you choose, pay 3 CP and to spawn a level 1 instead of a level 2. Which is really nice that they give you this option to decide whether you want to fight a good, difficult, or an easier minion, depending on your situation. So again, I'm going to show the level 2 tiles. This is Ivory Thicket. And I think the TTS they do come with a few of it only, because when I play it, I realized that everybody keeps getting the same tiles when I watch them online. The Stained Pyro, Twisted Puts. But I'm more interested to see the level 4 ones, to see how bad they can get. Right. Town Center, discard 1 card randomly and all other heroes draw 1 card. So you lose 1 to help others to gain 1. Void Canyon. Very nice. So it's you see for this kind, the minion gains first strike, so that's why the token is there for. Right, so I'm going to review the level 3 ones. So these are level 3s. Again, skip forward if you don't want to see. Alright, Ivory Woods. CP +1. So again, there are some tiles that actually make you lose your status effects, which you could be saving them for other stuff. Yep. That's the illusion. So like for these, you actually roll a dice and you can actually gain instead of like spawning a level 3, but you do get something worse in return, which is a level 4 one. So that's a really nice, like, you know, an element of gambling there, or pushing your luck. Alright, so next and the last one is the level 4. So you only have 4 of them. We have 5 of the cards. Yeah, so I'm going to review them now. So let's go through this a little bit more detailed. You may pay 5 CP to either gain 4 or gain a self. If desired, you may sell cards at this time. Okay, so you can actually interact with the Roselle or Rosella. So this, you choose gold or treasure and then roll 1 dice. If gold, gain gold equal to the roll value. If treasure, on 4 to 6, gain 4. That's very nice. It's actually like a lot of rewards, but then the minion will be really difficult. Roll 1 dice, gain gold equal to the roll value and receive half the value as damage. Interesting. So choose 3 heroes to draw 1 card. May choose the same hero multiple times, so I could actually potentially draw 3 cards, which I don't have to discard right away because I only need to discard at the end of the main phase, for the last main phase. So again, this is the legacy pack. So I guess this goes here. So I guess that's all for Dice Throne Adventures. Once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing here, please do give me a subscribe and a like, and comment down below what characters do you think would be best suited, or you would like to try if you have this game, or if you already own this game, what characters have you tried? So again, this is Dice Throne Adventures. Oh, before I end again, I have the promo pack, which I always forget. So I'll open this. If you don't want to be spoiled, you can probably end this video right now. And this is a promo pack. So it has 5 minion, 15 loot cards, and yeah, that's it. So again, the cards are all foiled. This is really nice. This is a loot goblin. You gain a lot of rewards, but it's not really easy to defeat it. This is a triple threat Chimera, Melodic Maiden, Leaf Elf, Umbra. So you have to see that it's a promo card. So yeah. Then we can have the loot cards here. So you do have legendary, rare, epic, common. So you have the black belt, which is interesting. They do like give a very different feel of the game. Right. Chosen minion loses the first strike ability. If played during a boss, your attack becomes undefendable. Not bad. And this is 0 CP. Okay, so once again, that's it for Dice Throne Adventures. So over here,